Hey guys, Ethan the Electric Company Fan 2019 here, and today we will be reacting to the history of PBS Kids from Medora Entertainment. Well, if you guys want to know, I watched PBS Kids during my formative years. Well, I have not, but I did watch some PBS Kids shows, including Odd Squad, Super White, Little Girl on PBS. PBS Kids would air on PBS in the morning every weekday, and sometimes on Sundays too. But anyways, today we'll be reacting to this video. If you like this video, give me a like, and if you want to join me, subscribe. And if you want more videos, press the notification bell. And if you want me to do more things, put in the comments below. And let's get started.
Blah, 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 blah.
Let me turn it down.
Nostalgia.
Oh, come on.
My first video covered the history of Noggin,
Yep.
a children's brand owned by Viacom that was launched in 1999. Therefore, it is only natural that I follow that video up with one about the history of another 90s 2000s children's TV brand, and one that arguably has an even larger fan base than Noggin's.
Yep.
That's right, I'm talking about PBS Kids. I'm sure every single person watching this video knows about this phenomenal and iconic brand.
I sure do.
Whether you grew up in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or even the 2010s, you probably watched at least one PBS Kids show during your formative years. Yes, I know the name PBS Kids didn't exist in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. More on that later. I remember watching shows like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Arthur,
Yep.
Reading Rainbow,
Yep.
Clifford the Big Red Dog,
Yep.
Clifford's Puppy Days, Thomas and Friends back when it was still somewhat decent,
Yep.
Super Y,
Yep.
Curious George,
Yep.
Sid the Science Kid,
Yep.
Between the Lions, Dinosaur
Yep.
Train, Dragon Tales, Barney the Purple Dinosaur, Sesame Street, and many more.
Yep.
I also remember playing mostly Curious George games on the PBS Kids website,
I do too.
as well as playing Word Girl games on the website with my best friend from daycare.
I played it
So,
too.
let's dive on in and discuss the history of this legendary channel. Children's programming has been a part of PBS's history since the beginning, even back during the era of the predecessor of PBS, NET, or
The National Educational Television Network.
NBC was PBS's predecessor.
This included programs such as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, NET Playhouse, and even Sesame Street. When NET was replaced by PBS in 1970, the children's programming of the network became known as 4Kids. So yeah, we're getting closer, but we're not quite there yet. Shows that premiered during the 4Kids era include The Electric Company,
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends,
Yep.
Reading Rainbow,
Yeah.
321 Contact,
Yeah.
Shining Time Station,
Yep.
The Big Comfy Couch,
Yeah.
Kid Songs, Ghost Rider, Long Ago and Far Away, Newton's Apple, and Square One Television.
Yep.
On July 11th, 1994, PBS rebranded their children's programming as PTV
That's where
as
the
part of the
program
Ready
are
to
to
Learn
air.
project, a project with the goal of getting educational programming to children of poorer families. This introduced the P-Heads, characters shaped like PBS logos who would appear in bumpers between shows. The PTV style was
PTV
very
was the
early
first
90s in its
program that has the
design,
Ready to Learn project.
from the graffiti-esque animations to the pastel colors. Shows that aired during the PTV era include Barney and Friends, Arthur, Kratts Creatures, Zaboomafoo, Bob the
Oh,
Builder,
yeah.
Teletubbies, JJ the Jet
Let's
Plane,
watch that again.
Barney and Friends, Arthur, Kratts Creatures, Zaboomafoo, Bob the Builder, Teletubbies, JJ the Jet Plane, The Hug-a-Bug Club, and Theodore Tugboat. September 6th, 1999, PBS Kids underwent a major facelift. One that introduced the two characters that thousands of children
I know
have
this
witnessed
one,
in
Dash
bumpers
and
and
Dot.
interstitials over the years, and are still around nearly 20 years later. Dash and Dot.
There it is, Dash and Dot.
Along with these two characters, a new style was introduced that was very simplistic in 2000s. I'll never forget those bumpers.
Doink.
That's my favorite. So does this one.
Ah, yes. Shows that followed this facelift include Between the Lions, Dragon Tales, Ward World, Curious George, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Clifford's Puppy Days, Booba, Sagwa the Chinese Cat, Cyber Chase, Caillou, Dinosaur Train, Sid the Science Kid, Martha Speaks, and Super Y.
Alright.
On October 11th, 2004,
Yep.
a
Here
new
comes PBS
offshoot
Kids
of
Go.
PBS Kids called PBS Kids Go was introduced. PBS Kids Go was aimed at grade schoolers who were too old for standard PBS Kids, i.e. 6 to 12-year-olds.
That's right.
Shows that aired on this new block include Maya and Miguel, Fetch with Rough Ruffman, Ward Girl, Design Squad, Psy Girls, Fizzy's Lunch Lab, the Electric Company reboot.
Here it is, the Electric Company reboot. I remember watching this on HBO Family. I saw it on HBO Kids.
And Wildcrats. On October 7th, 2013, a lot happened with PBS Kids. First, PBS Kids Go was sadly discontinued. Second, the worst PBS Kids show ever, that is, Peg plus Cat premiered. And third, the overall style of PBS Kids was updated to look more 2010s, which included a new kind of simplistic styling with even more simplicity than before. Also, the mascots were changed. Dot remained as one of the mascots, but Dash was eliminated, and in his place, Del, who has a raccoon tail for whatever reason, and Dee, who goes around screwing with her siblings, were introduced. Luckily, Dash isn't completely dead, as he has appeared in merchandise since then and is always present in the PBS Kids logo. As for the state of PBS Kids today, the shows are hit and miss. Yes, you still have some good shows like Odd Squad, Curious George, Martha Speaks, Arthur, and the app-exclusive show, The Rough Ruffman Show. But then you have some shows that aren't that great, like Nature Cat, Ready Jet Go, and Wildcrats. And then, of course, there are shows like Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, Pinkalicious, and Peterific, whatever the hell that means,
Yeah, whatever the hell is that.
and Peg plus Cat that are just
This show is the worst!
god awful.
Right.
We're gonna mix them up.
Oh yeah, just tell me when to squeeze.
Shut up,
How much
Ted.
milk should I
You
bring?
do, Ted.
How much chocolate do you picture?
Oh no!
We can't make chocolate milk if we don't know the right mixture.
Shut up!
Of course, I'm sure there are some people out there who like these shows. I mean, I loved Super Y when I was younger, and now I despise it because it's horrible in reality. Like I mentioned before, the PBS Kids fandom is huge, even larger than Noggins.
Yep.
Now, most of the stuff this fandom produces is weird and sometimes,
The cat.
questionable. But most of the people I have talked to in that community are cool people. So if you like, check out the fandom and get involved. Or just binge watch your favorite shows, it doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned.
It's not easy for me keeping secrets.
Alright, y'all. That was one of my first reaction videos ever. Well, if you enjoyed this video, press like this video, subscribe, press the notification bell, press all, and put in the comments below what you want me to put on the next what videos I should put on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and this is me signing off. Bye, and see you on the next video.